Welcome to Taiji's Kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to make steamed fish. So in Japanese this is usually called SAKAMUSHI, meaning steamed through sake. So this is the second conjugation of cooking fish. So you want to make sure this is almost sashimi quality, because when the fish gets old, it starts to smell a little bit, it starts to have this fishy odor, and through steaming that's not going to go away. And today I'm going to show a variation where you can cook it very easily with microwave. But if you don't have a microwave, then you can just put this in a steamer. This is a very easy way to cook fish if you can get hold of fresh fish. Then, let's get started. Here are the ingredients for steamed fish. I have here a half fillet of kelp bream, but you can use pretty much any white fish. Or this will also work for salmon or trout of that sort. And I'm also going to use scallion and tofu just kind of as a condiment or side dish. And then I also have a strip of Kombu kelp. This is going to add the umami to the fish. And then salt and Japanese drinking sake or cooking sake. If you don't have sake, you could try this also with regular white wine. That's also going to work. It's not going to have the kind of Japanese-ness to it, and it'll have a little bit of sourness, but it'll still work. Then let's start cooking. So the first thing I'm going to do is soak the Kombu kelp in sake so that it'll give out the umami much more. Just going to put a little bit of sake, just a little bit, about a teaspoon or so, and then just kind of soak this in sake. So then let's prepare the fish. So this fish has still bones on them, so I'm going to take these out with a tweezer. So these are quite big bones, you don't want to eat with these bones. So what you want to do is you want to run the finger along this middle line and just take them out. So the tail part don't have the middle bone in here, so until the middle of it. And this is exactly why we don't do this when we're making sashimi, because when we take out the bones, they'll kind of start breaking apart like this. So we just do this when we want to maintain the form. So it's a little bit too big of a piece. I'm gonna cut this in a half piece. So there are different ways to cut this. I'm just gonna cut it in the middle like this. And then I'm just gonna make a very small incision like this, like a cross. Like this. You don't have to do this. This is just kind of to make it look neat. And also that the skin is going to kind of shrink so that it'll prevent kind of curling up like this. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna sprinkle a little bit of salt on this. Just a tiny bit, like a pinch. Like so. And also on the other side, just a tiny bit, not too much, just a pinch on both pieces, like this. So this is to season it, but more so to take out kind of the excess water out of the fish. And then I'm going to put this over a kitchen paper so that all the water, all the liquid that comes out of the fish doesn't go back into the fish. So I'm going to let it sit like that for 5 minutes or so. Then let's prepare the scallion. Just going to cut the ends off and then just kind of cut this diagonally like this, so they kind of look neat. And then the tofu, there's no really preparation to this. I'm just gonna have a small piece like this. Let's say like that, bite-sized piece kind of. So this has been about 5 minutes. You can kind of see that the fish has kind of a little sweated due to the salt. So I'm gonna just take that liquid off, like so. And we're going to put the fish right over the kombu. So the fish is going to soak up the umami from the kombu. And then I'm just going to put the rest of the ingredients on the side. Kind of like this. Then in this, I'm going to put in 2 tablespoons more of the sake. And then this is pretty much finished. I'm just going to put over this a saran wrap. Like so. Make sure it covers everything. In doing this, make sure that your saran wrap is fit for microwave. And if you don't have a microwave, then you can skip the saran wrap and put like another plate over it so that all the steam doesn't come in here, and put this on a steamer. And then I'm just gonna put this in the microwave and heat it for 7 minutes. Depending on the microwave, you may need to put in for a longer or shorter time. So this is finished. Oh, hot, hot. So this is really hot, so please be very careful. Oh, hot, hot. Oh. So this is finished. Let's eat. Okay, let's eat. Itadakimasu. Oh, this looks so good. Okay, let's dig in. So as you can see, there's oil floating in the juice. This oil makes it juicy and really tasty. This oil from the fish is actually very healthy and it's very good for you. So let's see. Oh, this is so soft, breaking apart on its own. It looks so juicy and so delicious. Itadakimasu. This is really good. So there's really no odor of the fish. And this is also just perfect with rice. Except the scallion. Oh, scallion gets really so sweet. And scallion also helps to take away that fishy odor. And let's have the tofu with the juice. Also really good. So tofu itself doesn't have that strong flavor, so it takes in all the goodness from this fish juice. If you try this and if you think it lacks a little bit saltiness or it lacks a little punch to it, then you can also use ponzu. I think this you can buy in pretty much any Asian store nowadays, or you can also make this yourself pretty easily. Just squeeze lemon and add soy sauce to it. And then just kind of dip it lightly. Itadakimasu. So this citrus juice kind of adds freshness to the fish. Whoever invented this ponzu sauce is totally genius. This combination of citrus juice and the soy sauce just matches fish incredibly. This ponzu sauce actually helps bring out the fine sweetness of the fish. And of course you can eat the tofu with the ponzu sauce. This is also amazing. It's perfect. So tofu, like I said, doesn't have that strong flavor, so I like eating tofu with the ponzu sauce. And the scallion in ponzu sauce, this is also great. This ponzu sauce matches also the rice perfectly. Let's not waste this kombu. Just gonna do a little strip. This kombu strip is also delicious. Oh, kombu is just great with anything. And kombu goes also extremely well with ponzu sauce. So this may be against the Japanese manner, but I don't want to throw this juice away. This can be anything but good. Itadakimasu. Oh, this is so rich. That was really great fish broth. All the goodness from the fish, all the goodness from the kombu kelp, and rounding up with the subtle savoriness of the sake. Perfect. Oh, that was totally delicious. ごちそうさまでした. Oh, that was quite delicious. As you saw, this is really easy, especially if you use microwave. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it gave you some new ideas for your cooking. And if you like what you saw, please hit that like button. And I'm always open for your questions or requests, or of course critiques. I may be doing something wrong, then please feel free to write anything in the comments below. Otherwise, I look forward to see you in the next video. Bye.